So clap on 3. 1, 2, 3. Close enough.
Okay.
Welcome to the Utter Nonsense Podcast. My name is Matthew.
My name is Max.
How you doing, Maxie?
I'm doing pretty good, Matt.
Yeah.
Just the 20th is as we're recording that. That's tomorrow. Big day.
What a great way to intro something.
We are gonna intro.
That's an exciting thing to bring up on a podcast.
it's an exciting thing.
Yeah.
We have a special guest.
We do have a special guest, and I have an intro written out and everything because I was prepared. So
I did not. So
I know. I got you.
Can you hold the intro up to the screen so I
you
can read it off?
Yeah. No. Today we are joined by a friend of ours. He is a rising star on social media with over 157,000 followers and 1.8 million likes on TikTok. Max, that's like your dream, I know.
Okay. We're going to talk about that.
Yes. His content includes informative, humorous, and positively uplifting videos based on his life and journey as a transgender male and advocate for LGBTQIA+ rights and happiness. He's also the design lead and executive coordinator for Sharp Suiting, which is an LGBTQIA+ business enterprise that creates.
We're talking about that too.
And thank you, Matt. And I can do the intro without you interrupting.
Sorry,
okay.
You're doing great. You're doing a great job.
If you want to find him on TikTok and Instagram, he is Alex the Outdoorsman. Please welcome to the podcast our very special guest, Alex Guerra. Alex, thank you for joining.
Thank you for that intro.
You're welcome.
Wow, that was well-rounded. I'm gonna need to keep that for when job interviews are like, "Who are you?"
You should have come on the Zoom call a half hour early. It was just me rehearsing that basically, so I didn't study, which I still did.
Love that.
You know, he invited me. He invited me on like 15 minutes before, but I didn't show up. So I was just
God.
So
I'm gonna ad-lib this.
It's gonna work. How you doing, Alex?
Nice.
Thank you for joining.
I'm good. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
Yeah, of course. So, for those listening and asking how we know each other, Alex is cousins to friend of mine, friend of Max's, friend of the podcast, Gabe Paganin.
Yes.
We grew up playing together, actually. I don't know if you recall any of these memories, but every time I'm driving to Gabe's house, I remember this. There's the Greenbelt Park kind of down his hill. And I can recall you, me, Gabe, your brother Gio.
Yeah.
And I think Gabe's sibling, Sophia and Mate, joined us. Yeah, just like it was private property, not allowed to go in, but we would rummage through that back area and just go exploring in that area. I don't know what we did. I just remember specifically doing that in this park.
Childhood memory.
You weren't there, Max. I'm sorry.
No, sorry.
I was there in spirit. Okay. You guys were missing a missing link, and you're like,
exactly.
Wish there was a guy named Max. So
that's what we always said to each other.
Yeah, always. Dang, yeah, it's been a long time.
I know.
Wow. When did you meet Gabe?
Oh God, I met him in 4th grade, so that was
So I've probably known you since then, because we were always together too.
Yeah, I would have met you sometime around then. So it's been about 17, 18 years.
Jesus,
isn't that crazy?
God,
where did you go to? Where did you go to school?
I went to El Camino.
El Camino. Nice.
Yeah, here in Woodland Hills.
Yeah,
sweet.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So I wanted to dive in because you've grown so much on social media in the last couple months. Like I've seen, I don't have TikTok, but I follow you on Instagram, and every time I see you post on Instagram, I check your profile and I see you have 2,000 more followers each day, which is
he's kind of behind on this TikTok trend, but when you were going to talk about this, TikTok is the way. It's
absolutely.
I could waste 4 hours a day.
Oh, easy.
Yeah,
easy.
Let's talk about it. How'd you get into TikTok? What made you start posting all your content there?
To be honest, I don't even remember why. I obviously, me and my girlfriend love to just obviously spend 4 hours just going through your For You page. Just,
yes.
It was funny. And then, I don't know. My girlfriend's pretty artistic. I don't find myself I don't think I'm very artistic, or I didn't think I was very artistic. I don't really she likes all that stuff. And so she was the one that was like, oh, let's make a video. And the first one actually had nothing to do with, LGBT plus stuff. I don't think it was just transitions of me changing my outfit.
Okay.
And that went viral. I don't even,
right off the bat.
Yeah.
Wow.
I posted it, and then I just, I went back to it, and I was like, oh my God, I have so many, and then it just wouldn't stop. It's it wouldn't stop. It was so weird. And I got like 1,000 followers from that video alone.
Wow.
So check this out. So as a guy that's been wanting that to happen, right?
Yeah.
My fiance, she works for, she's a celebrity nanny or whatever, and she posts one video of going up an elevator in a home. That's it. Just going up an elevator, right?
Yeah.
4 million views later.
No way.
Yes way.
Wow.
And I'm like, dude, I'm doing like I try political stuff, then I try like video stuff. No, it just happens, I guess. Am I right?
Yeah.
It just popped off.
Yeah. And
crazy.
That's cool though. I mean, it's just
get an elevator.
It's hard. Yeah, literally. I'm just gonna have to get an elevator really quick. But yeah, I mean, for whatever reason, that one went viral, and then I don't know, and then I just kept making some over time and like really learning strategically like when to post, what to post. And then I just started again, once I started posting like my like trans stuff, then then there was like just like an overwhelming amount of like followers because people were just like, what? Like,
Right.
So I used it to my advantage, of course, but also to like for the purpose of like educating and stuff. But like, I knew people would be interested, so why not?
That's the thing is you figure out a niche or something that you yourself are proud of, and can get behind, and then that's what every YouTuber etc. says. If you're happy with your content, other people are going to be happy. So I just need to figure out. Like, is it a cowboy hat thing? Like, where, like, as a guy, what would your advice be? How many times am I posting a day on TikTok? What am I doing to get that?
I would say, if you're, how many followers do you have right now? Do you have any?
I have like 1,500.
Okay.
Yeah, I got over the 1,000 mark.
Yeah, so. There you go. That's good. I would say 3 to 4 times a day, at least.
Really?
3 to 4 times.
Yeah.
So you posted 3 to 4 videos.
So
Now are you
3 to 4?
Are you like backlogging videos? Like, do you set some up?
I try to.
Okay, because I was gonna say that must be hard.
Oh yeah, especially since I was working. I've been working full time. This is my last week at my full time job because obviously I'm moving.
Sure.
During the week I was just like, I just need to have things to post because there are also times when you have to post. So between 11 and 1. 3 and 5, and after 7. Okay. So what I do is I post one in each of those time slots right now.
And you do you're doing that every day? Yeah. Wow.
Yep.
I heard like once, maybe twice a day, but you're like, hey, you do 3 or 4, and it probably gets you a little bit more.
Yeah, because chances are like one of those at least will do semi well, but there will be times where you just like plateau, and that's really frustrating. But you just have
my fiance is there, but that's the thing. I'm telling her to post. She's posted now once a week, and I'm like, dude,
no, you
gotta go.
You gotta post.
That's what
more.
I'm saying.
It doesn't even matter. Like, yeah.
That's awesome.
How many does she have?
She has 70,000.
Okay.
So she's not like popping off, but she is popping off.
She's not popping off, but she's popping off.
But she's popping off.
That wise words.
I mean. No, yeah, it makes sense. I mean, and it's just, but it is hard sometimes when you get a viral video and then like, you're like, okay, that just like happened to go viral. Now what do I talk about? Because then you have to keep people entertained. That's what's hard.
I've seen that issue, not on TikTok specifically, but with YouTube personalities. They get a video that blows up, and now they have to try to become a personality. They got to try to entertain because they're like, people like this video,
Yeah.
And it's sometimes so hard to continue that.
It's addicting and fun though. I bet that dopamine rush when you get a big one, you're just like,
oh yeah, sure.
I'm so on cloud 9.
But then you get like, I get weeks where like I get like barely any views, and then I'm just like, I'm done with this crap. Like I'm just like, I don't want to do this anymore. Like all this time I put into this, no thank you.
Yeah.
But it's also addictive. I can't stop putting stuff out there because I'm like, maybe this one will be it, So, but as long as I'm having fun and it's not overwhelming me, then why not?
Oh, totally. I mean, and
if it ever becomes too much, then no.
What seems awesome about what you've been uploading too, and I've noticed this on Instagram and TikTok, is just the community of fans that you have watching you are so not only invested in the content you're posting in your life and everything, but are so drastically supportive, and like it's just it seems like a really awesome group of fans that you have watching your content.
It is pretty awesome. Like, honestly, a lot of people are like, oh, what about all the hate that you get and stuff? And I don't get that much, to be honest. Like, I'm quite surprised sometimes that I don't, because that's just the world we live in. But like, I would say 1% to 99%, to be honest.
That's amazing.
And and if I do get anything, I just block them. I don't get. I think once you give them that time of day, then you start like you get into that back and forth. I just don't even see it as worth it. So I'm just like, okay, bye. So then people are going to know that, and they're going to be like, what's the point of even, he's not going to, you're not going to get a rise out of me. So just don't,
Right. No, that's awesome.
But yeah, it's amazing. It's great.
Yeah, it's awesome. Our fans hate us, so I don't know. I can't reciprocate that feeling. Like,
hilarious.
No, they hate Matt, but I'm there. I'm the cowboy.
They kicked you off for a month. Don't even.
But hey, I do have a question, because I mean, you said especially in the world that we live in, you use that line, but you're moving to Austin, Texas, and like you couldn't have said that when I was a kid, like 20 years ago. So I feel like we're moving in the right direction, like 100%.
Oh yeah.
At the end of the day, and you are getting more support than the haters at this point. So that's totally. Another just green deal.
What made you choose Austin?
I don't
Everything's bigger in Texas.
That's true too.
Isn't that their saying?
It is one of their sayings.
Okay, but it is truly, because we went to visit in when was it? August, and they have like 64-ounce margaritas. Like, no one needs to drink that much, but it's just like
everybody needs to drink.
That's an instant. I'm not remembering the night.
Yeah, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, everything is bigger. Like, it's crazy. But I mean, we're like, we should move. We should live somewhere else, just for at least like a year or whatever. My brother lives in Montana, so we go there often, and I love it, and I would live there, but I don't want to live in the snow.
100%.
Yeah. So then we were just like, where else could we go? I don't want to go like east, like too far. And then we were like, Austin seems pretty cool, so we were like, well, let's go visit, and then we'll decide. And while we were visiting, we went to look at apartments, and the rent is ridiculous compared to California.
So much
like,
cheaper.
Ridiculous. Like, it's just, it baffles me.
Yeah. We had a guest on a few weeks ago that lives in North Carolina, and we were talking about rent. And he was like, yeah, I make this much. I spend about $400 a month on one bedroom. And we're like, okay.
Wow, it's not that cheap, but dang, that's nice.
Yeah.
Like, but I mean, the thing is, I'm, my full-time job is Utter Nonsense Podcast. My part-time is being a realtor. And even like, I mean, Austin, Texas, if you say Austin, you're in there. You're in the probably the best part of Texas. One of them. There's Austin and Dallas for sure.
It's an awesome city.
Right.
It's an awesome city. And you're telling me it's less rent than out here, where we're not really in the middle of everything. We're not in Beverly Hills or Malibu or something like that. But it's still
that's
crazy.
That's what's crazy to me.
Yeah, and the taxes too. You're gonna kill it. Oh my gosh,
I know. Yeah, no income tax.
Oh,
and then,
just
like, sales tax is only 6%, so that's not too bad.
No.
You just like that's it. Just whisper that in my ear, and I'm good.
I know.
That's awesome. No, that is awesome.
But sweet. Yeah, I mean, like you said, we're not even in the middle. Like, I live in the suburbs here too, and like, we still have to drive. Like, if we want to go downtown, we have to drive like 45 minutes to an hour.
Yeah.
Thanks to COVID, only 30 minutes.
That's true.
That's true. Yeah.
But we still have to pay astronomical prices just to live in one bedroom. And I guess our whole thing turned into like, I don't want to make money just to survive. I want to live and like enjoy my life. And like, I love the outdoors. I fish all the time. Well, I'd like to be fishing all the time, and now I'll be able to in Texas.
Yeah.
So it just made sense, and we're excited.
Remind me after this podcast, to send you I have some restaurant and bar recommendations out there.
Oh, yes, please.
There's a lot of good food out there. Like, if you're a barbecue fan, you're gonna be very happy. You might gain a few pounds, but you're gonna be very happy.
I don't care.
I'm
good with that.
It's worth it.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Barbecue anytime.
Now I want to bring this up, and I know I'm gonna be in the minority already on this argument. That hurts me personally is the amount of country music you're using on your TikTok. I see your videos, I'm like, oh cool, and then I unmute, I'm like, damn it, like
it's not even that many.
It's enough to make me hurt.
You can't mess with the country at the end of the day.
I love country music.
I didn't even know you were that big of a country music fan.
Oh yeah.
I never knew you were inviting an intelligent man onto this podcast.
See?
Look at that.
I love country music. It's one of my favorites.
Who's your top
genres?
Top 3?
Chris Stapleton, 100%.
Great.
Okay.
He's literally amazing. I mean, his voice is everything to me. I like Luke Combs. He's pretty cool.
That guy's beard. I know.
You just like his beard.
He's got a flame beard. That's what I gotta say. It's just looks like he's on fire every day.
It's nice.
And his voice, like you when you don't expect it. You don't. Yeah.
No.
All right, keep going. You have one more.
One more. Who do I listen to a lot? I like old stuff. I like Willie Nelson, John Denver. Those are classics, obviously. Yeah. But I just been listening to a lot of Chris Stapleton. His new album was so good.
I haven't heard it, but I've heard.
Obviously, Matt hasn't heard it.
Chris Stapleton, for country music, I like the older stuff. I like Willie Nelson, Johnny Cash, John Denver. I'm fine with all that stuff. The newer stuff, I don't like the pop country mix. There's Chris Stapleton has some songs that they're not in my rotation, but like I enjoy his voice. I've heard though his new album. I've heard a lot of good reviews on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's great. Yeah, it's been my go-to.
Yeah, so Max, if you can't tell, is a country fan because he wears a cowboy hat everywhere he goes.
Huge country. Actually, funny story about this. So if I had a top 3, I'd go Tim McGraw probably up top. You can't mess with that guy, especially when he's with his wife. Like that's a duo. And then you got I like Thomas Rhett. He's had some great stuff coming up. And shoot, I'm messing up with the name. Kane Brown.
Oh, Kane Brown's good. Yeah.
And I mean, some people would argue he's not country, but he's
pretty country.
He's pretty country, and I like him, but yeah, Tim. Those are my 3. I'd put Luke Combs up there too. I mean, you can't pick like a top 3.
No, it's hard. Yeah.
Funny story with this hat, Matt. That you brought it up.
I didn't want to hear this.
I was at a Tim McGraw country concert, and there was this lady, and she was beautiful lady, college person selling hats. And she's like, this one would look really good in you. And so I wanted to be like that. I wanted to be like that. Yeah, I could get it. Like, yeah, it does. God. Like, how much is it? And she's like, it's $150. I'm like, and I'm like, you look so good. I'll take it.
Oh my God.
I couldn't
You're
even,
so weak.
I simped.
$150.
So weak. Were you not with your fiance at this show?
No. This was college years. This was way back when. So I mean, not way back when. I'm still a college student in my head, but yeah. Anyways, story behind the hat. Love country. You are the minority. Get.
Yeah.
I knew I was.
Sorry.
I had no room to stand on this argument. I just had to bring it up.
How do you pick your songs for your TikTok?
A lot of it is trending. You have to go with trending stuff if you want to do it viral. Sometimes I just say whatever. If I know that, so I know, like, I think of like every little thing. So if I know that I'm posting 2 that day with already a viral song, or a trending song, then I'll just choose a song that I like. I don't know. Like,
I dig that.
But most of the time, unfortunately, you have to go with the trending stuff.
Right.
TikTok's algorithm and AI focuses on things that it's already seen, which doesn't speak too much of like to individuality, which bothers me. But you can always make it your own as long as you like stick to kind of the same script as everybody else's with that song or with the dance or whatever. Right, so I use exactly.
Do you have you done TikTok dances?
Oh yeah.
My fiance is like, Max, let's try out a dance, and
do it.
I've danced.
Yeah.
She tries it out. Like I'm I'm the dancer in the
No, you're not.
in the relationship.
No, you're not.
100%.
You're like Max. You're like
move on.
You're like one of those inflatable things you see outside a car dealership. You know, that's just flailing in the
Oh yeah.
They use those for the ball drop. If you guys watch the ball drop, in New York Times Square instead of
for
audience.
all the people. Oh god,
yeah, that was their fillers.
That's hilarious.
That's how they got people in there.
I like that.
That's really funny. I remember pre-COVID hanging out at your apartment, Max, and like we would be watching TV or something, and it'd be like 3 hours of the same 10-second song loop in the kitchen as Brooke is trying to do the dance, you know. And it would just be like, Brooke, stop. She's like, I didn't get it yet.
Yeah.
Like,
oh yeah. That's me. I get so sick of the same songs.
I'm
like,
sure.
Oh my gosh. I'm so over this. It's like,
sure. The cop car one was like the one.
Oh yeah. I mean, I can't do a lot of them. I do the ones that are very easy.
Yeah,
that's it.
Do you have you noticed yet? Because I mean, 157,000 followers and 1.8 million likes, you know, sounds like such an astronomical number.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen any rewards starting to come out of this in the aspect of like a possible future in business with it? You know what I mean? Like, I guess sponsorships or potential business ventures out of it. Have you seen anything start to come of light of that?
So I was in the, what is it called? TikTok creator fund. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was getting it's not a lot. They don't give you a lot. But you can get paid through there. But you know, each of your videos has to go like viral every time to like make money.
Right.
But I actually, so I'm going to be working with a new company called Plume, which is
I've heard of Plume.
Yeah, it's a trans healthcare company that does, it's all telehealth, and it's really great for people that like don't have like LGBT centers or places where they can get their hormones.
Right.
So they found me on TikTok.
Okay.
And they were like, you know, we love what you're doing. Can you do a couple sponsored videos for us? So I did a couple of those. They paid me and it was cool. And then they were like, oh, well, we have this full-time job coming up, like for social media manager. Like, would you be interested? Wow. So I'm actually in the final interview for that job. And so that would be ideal.
That's amazing.
Work from home. I can work from Texas, and I'd be doing social media, which I love, but also trans healthcare, which is like another, you know, obviously another passion of mine. So it would be like a perfect marriage, and that came from TikTok.
Yeah, I mean, wow, that's awesome.
Yeah. So
it's
a
great opportunity.
And I think if I put more into it, I'm like, people are like, oh, like do merch or something like that. And I'm just like, I don't know that. I don't know. That feels weird to me. People are always, or like if I go live, like people will like send me money, and I'm just like, this is so weird. Like, it makes
like I'm not even
weird.
Doing anything. Do you want me to do something?
It's so weird. And so like, I mean, again, like you said, like I have really great fans and stuff like that. I feel like if I did make merch or something, it would do well.
Sure.
And I'm hoping this year to like really, since I'll be working from home. The reason I haven't is like, working full time, I'm just exhausted. Like when I get home, I'm just like, I don't want to make videos. I don't want to do anything right now.
Sure.
So I really want to get into hopefully making a YouTube, because that's where the money is.
Yeah.
And then hopefully making some merch or something. But really what's come out of it is this, like I said, this new job that is super exciting and like super in my wheelhouse. So I'm like so excited for that, and pays really well. And
what would your YouTube channel be called?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I haven't even thought that far.
I mean, would you stay on brand, do you think, with Alex the Outdoorsman?
I know, but like, well, the thing is I want to do, like, so initially I had that name because I would do a bunch of stuff outdoors. But I haven't been doing that, and my channel kind of went like a totally different direction.
Right.
And so I'm like, and then I was like, should I change it? But now people really know me by that name, regardless if I make outdoors videos, so I don't want to change it.
I think you're stuck. I think
No, I agree. I'm stuck. And like, that's fine, because once I get to Texas, I do want to make more outdoors videos. Outdoorsy videos. I don't know. Sure. So that's fine, but I don't know if I do a whole YouTube with that name. Because I've also thought about like my girlfriend and I used to have a YouTube together.
I was gonna bring that up at some point.
Yeah, and then we just stopped, and we had an Instagram and everything. And I think if we would do one together. So it would be something, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know, some couple kind of name, because people are really interested, obviously, in our story as well.
That was literally one of my questions. I was gonna be like,
perfect.
Do you notice a lot of people interested in your guys' relationship and everything?
Oh, absolutely. Oh my gosh, yeah. Every time I post something with her, it gets like way more likes than my stuff. I'm
really?
Like, okay. I'm like, screw it. I just make it. Yeah, she's just got to be in all my videos. So
that's funny.
Yeah, definitely. People are just like very interested in that. Yeah. Which I get. But
I'm sure. Well, yeah. So, once people become a fan of you and they get like, I feel like that's a glimpse inside your life, showing off your significant other. So it's like, give me more of that. I want to know more.
Which is so weird to me. Like, that's what I'm not used to, is like, I'll be like, what do I post? Like, and people are like, just anything, just you living your life. I'm like, why?
Like, who wants to watch this?
What do you
want? Check out my apartment.
Literally, just like me, like walking around.
Dude, you should start a vlog. You should start a vlog.
I was about to say
that. Yeah, that's definitely a goal. And once we move, like, even like during the move, I want to do some like vlogs of us like moving.
Yeah, be the David Dobrik.
Yeah,
Dobrik. It's Dobrik or Dobrik?
You are a true
Dobrik
fan,
brothers. You know the Dobrik brothers,
the Dolan brothers.
They're all doing vlogs.
The Dolan brothers, Max.
You know, you got the Pauls coming off the vlogs, but good for them. I'm glad they're off it.
Fuck them.
Yeah, we don't need their vlogs.
Yeah, we don't. I got
shit 1 and shit 2. We don't need to be talking about them.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. By the way, please actually shit talk us on your page if this comes across any of the Pauls. Please do that. That helps. Good news is bad news.
Literally.
Attention.
Quick question, because I don't know. I think this is one of your questions, Matt. But I'm gonna jump on
after you.
Was your girlfriend there through the whole process, the transition, the whole deal?
Yeah. So that's, I think, where like the interest lies for people, is like we met before I transitioned, and then like I don't even remember how long we had been together when I told her. I think like 4 or 5 months, maybe.
Oh.
And she identifies as bisexual, so like she's always been with guys, so it wasn't like super scary for me to tell her. But of course, I mean, it's something different, you know. But she's been awesome, super supportive, and so I think for people, they're always like, wait, what? Like, and I'm like, well, I mean, yeah, she's been there the whole time. And
was it good to have kind of her kind of support as a back? I bet that was just super.
I don't even know.
Oh,
it is. And honestly, I don't even know if I would have had the courage to come out if it wasn't for her. Just because it can be really, like, obviously scary if you don't know if you're gonna have anyone in your corner.
Right.
When you know you have just one person, it just makes like a whole lot of difference. And then I was just like, at that point, I was like, okay, cool, I have you. So I was just like, if you don't like it, then that's cool. I don't, like to other people in my life, I was like, I don't,
right.
Yeah. It is what it is.
And I mean, was it just her that was supportive, or were there other people? Or
I actually I'm super lucky, and I talk about this a lot in my videos, just like the privilege that I have, of like everybody in my family who supports me. Like, there's not one person that doesn't. I have both my parents. They're great. They took me to get my top surgery. I live with them, and everyone. I haven't had one person like not be in my life anymore, and it's not and unfortunately that's not a common story for trans people. So I do, when I do talk about that, I try to make sure that people know that I have that privilege. Like, it's because I get messages like daily. I mean, overwhelming. Like, what do I do? Like, these people don't support me, and I sometimes don't know how to answer, to be honest, because I didn't have to go through that.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, and so I do.
So people are reaching out to you, being like, "Hey, like I've felt this way," and and for our viewers, because I want a certain type of viewers to be viewing this podcast.
Right.
For our viewers, this isn't a choice. This is a true. Hey, I've been a man, and I was created, in a different body, but this is who I felt like. I mean, do you feel more comfortable now than you have? That's what I'm saying.
Absolutely. Yeah. Oh man. Even if you see pictures of me before, like you can just tell, like when someone like, it wasn't that I also wasn't like I didn't hate myself, or I wasn't like super unhappy, but I just, there was something missing, and like I just didn't know what that was. I had no vocabulary for it. I didn't know, how would I even describe what I was feeling. Right. And I didn't know any trans people myself, so I was just like, I'm gonna hold this in for forever, but luckily that didn't have to happen, because
you got a killer girlfriend and good backing. So I mean,
right.
Yeah.
I mean, and at the end of the day, just speaking with you, like you're a dude. Like that's the bottom line. Yeah. Right. So just sometimes, and you're moving to Austin, Texas, which is, I'm jealous. Can we like just stop for 1 second and just understand that, like, I want to, like, the house there, like houses there cost like $250K.
Yeah,
that's like ridiculous. We could get a small studio for $400K.
I was looking at like land with like a pond to buy eventually, and like I was just like, oh yeah, I could afford this. Like, what in what world,
In what world?
Max is going through real estate troubles right now, so I think anytime he talks about real estate outside of California, it makes him feel like he's fucking up.
I'm in counter offers for mine and my fiance's property at this moment, and it's a house that really shouldn't be worth the amount it's worth, and we're encountering for it. And I'm like,
oh my gosh,
like, bro, just give it to us for a cheap price, like, be cool with it. But
oh man,
that's not how it works. Yep. But good luck to you moving to Austin. I'm jealous. You're gonna send a ton of pictures and all of that.
Oh yeah, it'll be all over my social media as always.
I know, that's ridiculous.
I did want to bring up real quick before we wrap this up, your work with Sharp Suiting, because I hadn't heard of them till I saw you had become a member of their team, and they seem like an awesome company with like not even in just their product, but their morals and everything. Right. Like, how'd you even find this or get to become a part of it?
So Instagram, obviously.
I'm sorry I asked. I should have known that.
I know. No, well, obviously there's a large trans community on social media or whatever. I don't remember. I think we followed each other. The owner is trans. He's a trans guy, and he happened to live in like Calabasas, which was funny. And I think I messaged him or reached out to him, and I was like, hey, I really love what you're doing. Like, we had mutual friends in common too, so I was like, oh, I know these people. Like, I would love to learn more about Sharp and all that stuff. And then we had dinner like last February.
Okay.
And was it? Oh my God! Wait, were we in quarantine? No, it was last February. I was
like, when right before quarantine.
Yeah. I was like, wait, how did we have dinner outside?
It's been a long quarantine.
Yeah, like what even is that anymore? I was like,
have we been in life?
Yeah. I know. I was like, wait. So we had dinner, and I was like, I would love to, like, if you have any openings or anything like that, please like let me know.
Sure.
And he was like, oh yeah, well, I'm looking for like an executive assistant, and then someone that could eventually like work on design consultations and stuff.
Yeah.
And so I started that. Unfortunately, then we went into lockdown.
Perfect timing.
Yeah, but I mean, I've just got promoted to operations manager.
Nice.
So I'm pretty much just his second hand. I do a lot of stuff for him. He's has a lot of other stuff too. So that's what I've been doing.
Okay.
I'm running a blank. Is this a clothing company?
Yeah. So they make they make custom suits. Really dope custom suits. Like, you get to design every aspect of the suit. It's really awesome.
Yeah.
What is it called? Sharp?
Yeah, SHARPE suiting.
Parp suiting.
Yeah.
I can't speak right now.
That's okay. It's not like we're on an audio medium right now. We're speaking.
Yeah, that's hype.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Look at that. Yeah. There's like, they got the little ties too.
Yeah.
I dig it. No, it's sweet. Yeah.
So that's been really fun. And yeah, they do a lot. Actually right now, I don't know, can I talk about this?
Yeah, we can bleep it out, by the way. So talk about it. Yeah, talk about it, and we'll bleep it out.
Talk in detail for 5 minutes, and it'll just be a censor beep that entire time.
Okay. Yeah. No. Well, so with COVID, obviously, we are still doing virtual consultations, but obviously, business has dropped. I mean, it's also not a time where people are needing, $1,500 suits.
Right. Yeah.
So
I always need a $1,500 suit
me too.
$5
I don't even have
with your $150 cowboy hat.
Yeah, literally. Sorry, to go with it.
Sorry, keep going. Yeah.
No. So business, but we got a bunch of like great city grants for all the work that we do, and
nice.
So he took that money, and we've been doing a music video campaign, an 80s music video campaign.
Nice.
So they're covers of songs, and there's going to be 3 of them, and each of the artists is like a queer woman of color.
Wow.
I believe. Awesome. Trying to focus on that. And just like giving everybody a voice and stuff like that. And so then one of the songs was, I definitely don't think I can say this, but that's okay. I can't remember what we told or not.
No, just say that. Just say the song, and we'll bleep it out. Don't even worry.
Oh no, it's not even that. It's because one of the songs is by Cyndi Lauper.
Okay.
And so she has a I didn't even know this, but she has a nonprofit herself called Colors United, I want to say, and it's an LGBT plus nonprofit, which I need
to ask you a question.
Yeah,
because you said something that you said a female queer woman. No, you said
a queer woman of color.
A queer woman of color.
Female woman of color.
No. You might have said a queer woman of color. My question is the word lesbian, is that a bad word?
I don't think so. If that's how someone identifies. Oh, well, because when I use the word queer, I only use that because it's an umbrella and I don't know how they identify, right? So, like, to me, queer is just they could be bisexual, they could be trans, they could be a lesbian.
Lesbian is a specific category.
Right.
Oh,
so
got it.
That is just a woman that loves another woman, obviously.
Right.
But
queer is
I use
kind of
queer
an umbrella.
Yeah. Because, I just know that they're part of the LGBT plus community, but I don't know exactly what they fall in. So I always use queer. Some people might, I don't know. Some people might not like, I just think it's easier than saying LGBT plus, element.
Every time,
yeah. No, I just appreciate, knowing that. Cause you never know when you could be insulting someone.
Right. Totally.
So I just, get in that wording. When it comes to this song, so you got this music video.
Yeah.
And is this for the brand?
Yeah. So they're transitioning. Well, not transitioning, but they also want to become an entertainment company. Oh. So this is kind of like a segue into like, we're still going to do fashion, but we're going to tie it in with entertainment. And he kind of wants to just, he's a really smart guy, business wise. And so he's just kind of like doing this. And we started speaking with Cyndi Lauper because we needed permission to use the song.
Sure.
And since she has that nonprofit,
that's pretty cool.
I know. And since she has that nonprofit,
did you meet Cyndi Lauper?
I haven't met her, no, because COVID. But been in emails with her, but that's about it.
No way.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully someday when I come back to visit or something. But so they are gonna be kind of helping us put this together and put it out there, and like we're partnering with her nonprofit, and so yeah, it's gonna be a whole thing.
That's
and
amazing.
So that's kind of where all the money is going right now, and hopefully getting that back in sponsorships and stuff like that.
Right.
You should. I'm just saying, and like, no offense to sharp shooting, but you should start a brand. You should start some merchandise company. I think that like I'd buy your shirt. I'd buy the outdoorsman. The outdoorsman. Make it you. Period. Cool. Yeah. That's it. And just like and then you're all with your followers. You're like, check out this shirt.
I know. That's what I want to do. I mean, it would sell. It would.
Yeah, totally would.
No, 100%. That's it. And it's not even about be you. It's not even about selling.
Right. Exactly. That's what I like set myself up. Sometimes I'm like, oh, how embarrassing if it doesn't sell. But it's like, who cares? I tried.
You have 30 of the same shirt, then you're fine.
Yeah, exactly. I'll just wear it every day. I mean, shit.
Your next Christmas card, all your family's gonna be just wearing your merch, like in their various sizes.
I'm just gonna throw it out to everybody. I mean, why? I mean,
you have a gun, like.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Took me a second to connect. I'm like, wait, what? A gun? What? I was like, t-shirt. I was like, I missed the connection there.
Yeah, definitely that's on the plans for 2021. That
sure.
Now that I'll have time, like, I really want to do even more with like TikTok and stuff. Take a lot more time to make videos, and I mean, sometimes it's easy. You can make a video in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So sometimes I just do that, and that's fine. It's good enough.
It works.
No. And when it comes to you moving to what I know it was the taxes and all of that, but what was kind of that shot like, hey, I'm moving to Austin? What was that? What happened in that feel?
I think once we went there, we were just like, oh yeah, we could definitely see this happening. I mean, and we went there in August where it was like humidity 80%, like 100 degrees out, and I still liked it. So that means a lot.
I would recommend.
The only downfall is that it's really hot, but
yeah, it's very hot. I would recommend doing. I don't remember the restaurant we went to, but when I went to Austin, me and my friend got just shit faced on mimosas at some barbecue joint.
Oh yeah.
And then we decided the next most reasonable thing to do was to kayak down the river in the middle of Austin.
Lady Bird, yeah.
Yeah, highly recommend it. It is a hilarious time. We got stuck on rocks. And I literally had to like get into the lake, like wow.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, it's a very good way to spend a drunk Sunday.
Did you get a gun drawn on you in Austin, Matt?
I did get a gun drawn on me.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's a place, Easy Tiger. Did you guys check that place out? It's like a beer garden. I still don't know the full context of what happened. Honestly, we were outside, like it was a 2-floor speakeasy or not speakeasy, beer garden, and we were sitting outside at the table on the bottom floor and we're chatting, and they had a staircase that went from outside into the area, like it was like basically across a little pond or something. And this guy came down and he was dressed in all black trench coat, black protective gear, black sunglasses, and like there was a Comic-Con going on, so we just kind of assumed it was something related to that.
Yeah.
And then he just started standing there just waving a fucking like pistol. Like just kind of waving and spinning around.
You were about to try to name the pistol.
I was going to. I don't know. 9mm. 9mm. That's what I was trying to say. I was going to say M9. I was like, that's wrong. 9mm. And he's like swinging it around. And me and one other guy like made eye contact. Like, this isn't right. And like started trying to get out. And I got my friend out. And then everybody just like sprinted out of there. And like, luckily a cop was driving down the street. And like 4 more cops showed up a minute later and got him. I still have no context of what happened, but it was
like, did he make any sound? He was just going like this?
He was like talking to himself. He was like clearly talking to himself, just waving a gun. I was like, okay, bye-bye. Like,
oh man, that's weird.
So go check out Easy Tiger.
Cool. Yeah, I know.
It was a really cool place till that moment.
I mean, beer and garden, put those two together. And
I know.
Beer gardens are the best. There's a few in Austin.
I'm chilling out.
Yeah.
And getting in. Yeah. And with those meter margaritas. Like,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Literally giant.
Well, I think we are coming to the end of our podcast, unfortunately. I know, time flies fast when you're having fun.
When you're having fun.
I know, I didn't even realize. Wow.
Alex, thank you so much for doing this. This has been awesome.
Thank you. No, this is my first podcast, so I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'll come back if y'all ever want me, please.
Oh God, please, yes. We need
maybe one day when I hit 1 million followers.
We're gonna, honestly, hey, that's gonna be tomorrow.
Maybe when we don't even know. When we hit 100, we'll do the same. We'll bring you on.
Yes. Let's do it.
Alex, I mean, we've already kind of thrown out your handles, but is there anything you want to promote before we wrap this up?
It's called a plug. That's the word.
Oh shit! I wish I had something to plug. I wish I had merch. See, this is when
right.
Follow his YouTube channel, which is named.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, insert name here.
No, I mean it was a pleasure, and well, when is this going up? Because I want to put this all over my Instagram.
This will go up next Monday.
Okay, so
and then that will be what? Let's look at a calendar.
No, and you still need to close us out, Matt.
I know.
Welcome, thank you for joining us on the Other Non.
It'll be the 25th, Monday the 25th.
Slap the cheeks of the subscribe
button,
hit that follow button.
God damn it. All right, Alex, thank you again so much for coming on here. If you guys want to check out his Instagram or TikTok, he's Alex the Outdoorsman. If you enjoyed this episode of the podcast, please like, comment, share, subscribe, and follow. Your support does mean the world to us. We are on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, and so much more. If you like looking at our pretty faces, we all look pretty decent right now. Come check us out on YouTube as well. And again, please share and comment, subscribe. That support really does mean a lot to us. Alex, once again, thank you for coming on here.
Thank you.
Max, thanks for showing up somewhat on time. And
I just can't stand you, honestly. Alex, you want to be the new host of the other
nonsense? Says the man who was calling me like 6 times this afternoon.
We could talk about country all the time.
There you go.
There, you can go start a different podcast there. I don't need to come there.
Man.
Thanks for coming, Alex. Thanks for the.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, Max, talk to you in 10 minutes.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Well, we're all going to talk right now because that's
I was like, wait, do we pretend?
No. We do the old laughing like Ellen, like.
Oh yeah.
Does Ellen do that?
Yeah, at the end they zoom in, zoom out of Ellen's
face.
Is Ellen mean now?
I don't know. I honestly though, that whole thing went over my head. I don't know what happened.
Is Ellen mean now?
Look into it. Is Ellen mean now? It's something about like people were like upset about her like work conditions or whatever.
It was something with her executive producers.
Can I be honest? If any of us get famous, like I couldn't be mean. Like
I could never.
Yeah.
Like I bet it would be. I don't know.
We can stop.
I mean, I couldn't.
I don't know if I've said.
Okay.
We can all stop. This